Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. We are back. It's so bad. I'll say that. If I say that, I'm referring to Amapakania, the Baga Jujus. To be honest with you, I always believe that Pirates are the only team that can stop Sundowns. And Pirates, to me, all right, now qualify that to me, they were looking like the real serious contender for the league. All right, this season. But after Saturday, I have some doubts. So my question is this a statement by Sundowns that they are taking the league? So tell me whether you agree with me or not. Is this a statement by Sundowns whether they are taking the league? My name is the Saubrey Boyz Wa Lefatshe from TBR Solutions. We are doing the TBR Sports Forum. It is myself and Pete. Pete this morning is got a visitor, Dave, a Man United fan. As you can see, he's in red. Pete, welcome.
He's wearing his colors today, Saubrey.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Saubrey.
Yeah.
I think it is a statement. I think it is a statement. I'm just looking at the league standings now.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Orlando Pirates have got another game there in hand.
Yeah.
And they're on 33 versus 42. So if they win that game, they can be 6 points behind.
Yeah.
But I think it's a statement for sure.
How many games left?
Well, there's still a lot.
More than halfway.
More than 15. Yeah, they're just halfway. But I'm looking at the manner Mamelodi Sundowns plays. When this coach comes in, I was one of those people, I did not understand what was he doing. He changed all the setup. At some point, I saw him taking Mokoena, who's a very good midfielder, from the middle of the park to the back. I was asking myself, what's happening? And the football that they were playing, it was not the football that I'm used to under Rulani, under Manova, under Pizzo Msimani. So, but they were winning. Remember, this is the most important ingredient, winning. All right?
Yeah.
Even if you are not playing a good football, but winning. Because as you win, there is a bit of hope. They were winning. But Saturday, the football that they played, it was superb. They were like an oil machine. I don't know. I hear Pirates fans are complaining that no, the ground was wet. Sundowns wetted the ground.
Also wet for them, Saubrey.
It was also
the
wet
ground
for
was also wet for
yeah,
sure.
Then they said, no, I don't know whether you know the team Hellenic in Cape Town.
Hellenic.
Yeah, Hellenic used to do that, especially they used to play on Fridays at night. And then when the teams from Joburg were coming, they would wet the ground. The teams from Joburg would struggle. And that's how they would play in a wet surface, Hellenic. And when the teams from Joburg goes there, I'm telling you, Hellenic will beat them 1-0 all the time. You see. So, but the fact of the matter, like you said, Pete, it was wet for both sides. And Pirates could not match Sundowns. Sundowns was really all over the show. And then, they were doing quite well. So I don't know whether it's a statement that Sundowns is going to take the league. Pete, you were saying you're looking at the log. What's your take? What do you think? Yeah, Sundowns.
I'm looking at the log right now as we speak, Saubrey. The Pirates have still got one game in hand there. And that would take them to 36 versus Mamelodi Sundowns 42. It's only 6 points. And like you said, there's a long way to go. So, possibly, because if you look behind that, you've got Polokwane City that's 4 points behind the Pirates. And you've got the other teams on 25, then including Kaizer Chiefs. So, look, anything's possible, I guess, But they, when you play the second team, it's really important to, like you say, make that statement to say, listen, it's our league, or try to send that message. It's our league, and then psychologically, even if you look at the amount of games that are left, they've won the battle a bit there. Yeah, they
5-1.
4-1.
4-1.
4-1. Yeah, the margin was 4-1, and it could have been 5 easily. Could have been 5 easily. They were all over Pirates. Pirates was nowhere. They could not match. Yes, of course, I saw Pirates, because what disturbed Pirates, the second goal, I think the second goal that was scored by Sundowns, Tito did well, but he slipped. Then they took that ball. Then Ribeiro went all the way until he scores. I think that demoralized Pirates. And then immediately after that, pardon?
And also looking at this league, if you look at Mamelodi Sundowns, they've played 15, but they've won 14 and lost only 1. And if you look at Pirates, they've played 14, played 11, and they've lost 3 already. And if you look at the teams below them, they've lost 4, 5, and 6. Chiefs have been lost 6 now.
Dave.
And then,
Bobby Mutau, Santu Kaiser Mutau, the club manager, said the league is not lost, implying that Chiefs can still fight for the league. If you look at that, do you think they can still do it?
I don't think so. What they're on now, 25 points, and the Sundowns are on 42. Well, they've got to win every game left, basically, and the guys above them have got to start losing games, which I can't see.
Yeah, which is not possible.
So I think it's between. No, it's not possible.
It's a pipe dream.
30 games. They're about halfway now, yeah?
Yeah.
We're about halfway. There's 16 teams in the league, which means you can't play yourself. But that means that there's 30 games. Yeah?
So
on the 2 sides there. So we're halfway.
It's like Pete said, Chiefs and Amazulu played 17. So Sundowns and Pirates have got some games in hand as well. So if they win them games in hand, there's going to be such a big gap.
So it's a pipe dream. It's just that Bobby maybe wants to give Chief supporters a motivation to say, we can do it, guys. Don't worry. Maybe that was the...
Yeah, I'm not sure the cup...
It's a pity we don't have Saddam here then. I would have been interested to hear this.
Yeah, he would fight with me. Having said what you said about Saddam, I must apologize on his behalf. He's not here this morning because I'm sure, guys, you know that Lulu, one of those supporters, passed on last week, and then he has been buried already. What happened is, according to Saddam, Lulu is an electrician. So he fixed somebody's electricity in the area there, and then these people were not paying him. So at some point he was angry. He went there and go and disconnect. But unfortunately, it ended up disconnecting the larger section of the township. So the community was very angry. They went, it was a mob thing, you know. So Saddam told me something very, very, Saddam likes people. He said Ed Wheatbank is trying to help these people to get a death certificate because they could not even get a death certificate. So he's there with them. Saddam is the president of Sansui. Sansui is the supporters organization, which was organized by SAFA. He was the president. I don't know whether he's still the president. And then he's passionate about the supporters. He went there, he organized that they get a death certificate because they could not even bury him because of death certificate, because police could not pay. So he played a major role. So Saddam is an incredible work. So yeah, we need to take.
And I was telling Dave that Saddam is a big Kaizer Chiefs supporter.
Yeah,
and he goes wherever they play, he goes.
Everywhere. You know, Saddam has been in Germany, has been all over, all over the world with football. That's all what he likes.
So he's like me. He goes to work on Monday morning depressed because they lose all the time, like United.
Yeah.
It's the truth. If your team wins,
Dave said something.
Good start to the week. If they lose,
Dave said something most valid. He says Kaizer Chiefs supporters and like Man United supporters, they go through thick and thin with their team.
Yeah. Well, look, we are not the same, ne? Some people go to that level. Saddam said he He divorced with many women because of that. Because women would ask him, "You choose between me and football." So I said, "I know, I choose Chiefs."
The truth.
Yeah.
I choose. Dave is lucky still has a wife. That's
Well, my brother took that route. Joking. My brother got divorced. So I know we're on YouTube
because of
now,
football. I hasn't
same
told me that
reason.
part.
He was a United supporter. I mean, I was just go to Old Trafford and I used to go to away games with him. He used to go to Europe.
Yeah.
He didn't miss a game, and his wife said in the end, "I'm sorry."
That's
exactly what happened.
Oh, that is your younger brother.
Yeah.
That is your younger brother. Or older brother. Oh, he lost a wife because of that.
He did.
That's it. All right.
He's not the
now
only one.
Let's move on. FA Cup.
Yes.
FA Cup. Remember, this is the oldest tournament. Very big tournament. When I was growing up, and then we didn't see football, but we would see FA Cup. So FA Cup, during the time of Garth Crooks, do you still remember that guy?
No, I remember Garth.
Tottenham Hotspur. I wonder where is he,
Yeah, good question.
I don't see him anymore.
During those times, the FA is in one of the oldest tournament. Guys, let's talk about it. Pete?
Let's talk about the draw.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the draw. So starting from the top there, Preston North End. I'm not sure exactly what league they're in. I think it's League One. Yeah, I think it's Championship as they know it is in the UK. Playing Burnley. Burnley is not exactly on form.
That's a local derby.
Yeah. And we will see. I think that's going to be a really interesting. Yeah, it is a local derby because Preston and Burnley are not far apart from each other.
Yeah.
And they're both northern teams. So I think that's going to be blood and tears and everything that's involved in those local derbies, just like Pirates and Chiefs. And then we got Aston Villa versus Cardiff City. And then we have Doncaster Rovers or Crystal Palace versus Millwall. I think Crystal Palace won last night, didn't they?
Crystal Palace won last night.
Yeah, so it's Crystal Palace versus Millwall. Again, that is two London clubs that are neighbours. So that'll be another interesting one. And then we've got Dave's team here, Manchester United versus Fulham. It could be an interesting game, It could be an interesting game. And then we've got Newcastle United versus Brighton. And Brighton are playing some nice football, and also so on Newcastle. I think for me, that is probably the game of the round,
Brighton beat Chelsea.
Yeah, Brighton
in the last round, so that's going to be a cracker.
Yeah. And then you got the surprise package of the Premier League being Bournemouth, who are playing Wolverhampton Wanderers. So again, it's another Premier League draw. Now my team, they're playing Plymouth Argyle, and as you know, Plymouth Argyle knocked out Liverpool.
Yeah.
So that in itself can be a topic of discussion. I think that game when we finish the draw, and then we've got Exeter City or Nottingham Forest who play tonight, and they'll be playing Ipswich Town. So let's bring it back to Liverpool's defeat then. Very surprising in some respects, but not surprising in others. It's one of those dilemmas that these Premier League. I mean, if you think about it, up until their defeat on Saturday, Liverpool were in all four trophies. And they're on all four trophies. They're in the FA Cup. They're in the League Cup final now. They're top of the Premier League, and they automatically qualified for Europe in the next round. So they were. I think they were edging their bets, as it might be known, by putting in a slightly reduced side. And I don't know
he put a reduced side in there, but he didn't have anybody on the bench to bring on. Van Dijk was on the bench. I don't think Salah was. McAllister wasn't there. So it's his old slot I don't know. I'm not saying every team wants to win a game, but I saw on Google this morning, just losing that FA Cup game, the game time gets better for Liverpool now because they don't have to play in the FA Cup like and the Champions League like City, Liverpool, so they can breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief. They still, so I'm not sure if he really understands the FA Cup yet. Slot because that,
who knows?
Yeah, because that's big in the UK.
Yeah.
So I think Liverpool fans might be upset, but let's see. Maybe now they win the Champions League and the league because of the no congestion of games.
Well, if you ask my opinion, I think they're going to take the league.
I'm still not sure.
Look, it depends what we do because we're going to play them on the 23rd, and they're coming to Manchester. So potentially, if we play, then we could take 3 points away from them on a good day, and then that gives Arsenal another gap there.
Yeah.
So we'll see there. But if you look at Arsenal, for example, they're at the FA Cup. United knocked them out in the previous round.
Yeah.
And they've got knocked out now in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup.
Yeah. I mean,
so they've got those two trophies in the Champions League and the league title to sort of like focus on now.
Yeah.
So like Dave said, does a team take that gamble by playing a reduced side and then playing that risk of actually going out of that cup on the balance of probabilities that, now here comes a really an important game coming next, so we'll save our players or our first team players for that game. It's always that balance with the squad.
You saw without Van Dijk and Salah, and Alexander-Arnold, just leaving those three out together, they are not the same team. It's a fact.
Let's focus on Kyle.
I'll definitely come back now. Let me just take a break. I'll definitely come back now.
Do we carry on? Or?
No, we carry on. Don't move. I'm just doing the books. And then, and Dave, I want you to say, I know the rivalry between Liverpool and Man United is so fierce. So I want to hear your opinion, very honest opinion. For me, I think it's all about rotation, and I think the coach who's got the rotation very well, it's Pep Guardiola so far, for me. And then I see Hansi Flick is also trying, but we'll talk about that. Let me, in the meantime, share this news. Remember that we are a financial company. These are the books that you can get from us. Let's see what happened. These are the books that you can get from us, which can help you. Let's see what's happening. Okay, yeah. This is the book. I don't know. Can you see the book? It's called Turn 500 Rand into a $1 million business. This is the book that I wrote in 2010, 11, if I'm not mistaken. The idea was to show people it's possible. Anyone can do it. It's a question of determination and staying focused and do what is supposed to be done. This is the book that I wrote. So I learned from others, and then people can learn. There's this one, a friend of mine, Nom Summers Bugo. Nom Summers Bugo is an entrepreneur. She listened to me on SFM 2013 talking about how I turned 500 into a $1 million business. And then she wanted the book. She bought the book. She bought all the books. And then we became friends. She invited me as a guest speaker in 2015 at Wheatbank, talking to entrepreneurs there. So she runs hospitality business. She's in the hospitality business, but she runs a number of businesses. She's got about more than 100 rooms that she owns, which is good, quite good. So you can learn how she did it. Moreover, is a women folk. All right. Then there is another book by a friend of mine, Dr. Darlene Small. Darlene Small worked for the Reserve Bank for 33 years as advisors to reserve governors. She's a retired now economist, and then she keeps herself busy by writing books, sharing her knowledge. The book is called How to Win the Wealth Game, The Art of Money. So that's Dr. Darlene Small. And then the other book that I wrote is this one, a very important one. It talks about debts, how to get out of bad debts, use other people's money and resources to get rich. Because they're rich, they don't use their money. They use other people's money to get rich. To understand that skill, it's not easy, but practice makes perfect. You need to learn how to do that. Build your business using other people's money. The other book that I wrote, this was my first book. Pete knows this one, Secrets for Becoming Rich, which I wrote while Pete was still here in Kempton Park. If you want a copy, just drop us a WhatsApp. Now, as I was saying, I know that the rivalry between Man United and Liverpool supporters is so huge. But I want to be honest and fair. The reason why I want people to know what to support, because they need to judge you whether you're fair or what, okay? I want you to give me that fair assessment as you watch football. And then look from a Liverpool fan, Man United fan. So what's your take about Liverpool? Just like Peter was saying, he's sure that Liverpool would win the league. Do you agree with that?
I've been, I've got rivalry. I was hoping Arsenal would maybe take it, but the more you watch Liverpool every weekend, they're so good to watch. Just the way they sweep forward with about 7 or 8 players, it's like City used to. Well, no, City was different. City used to do 100 passes before they score. Liverpool is just sweep
direct football,
like the English are used to. And you can't fault it. They're just, when you watch them, they're the best in the league at the moment. That's for sure.
What's your take about Mo Salah?
He's got better since he cut his hair.
Yeah, I think
he's not like Samson now.
Yeah, he's the opposite of Samson.
Yeah. Now he's the best in the world.
Yeah, it's going to be very close, I think, between him and Haaland, who takes the Ballon d'Or. But I think you've got to give Mo Salah probably the edge on that. If I was a gambling man, I'd put my money on Mo Salah because he's getting the service from that team that surged forward, as Dave was talking about.
Yeah.
If you watch Man City at the moment now, we do 1,000 passes and we never feed him. And for me, it's kind of frustrating being a City fan that, that be the case, because if you feed that man, he will score. He's big and strong, and he'll push the defenders out of the way, and he will make a plan to get that ball in the back of the net.
I just hope
Salah's the same.
I just hope Salah stays in the Premier. I think he's going to go to Saudi. There's too much talk going on, but I think it'll be good for the Premier if he stays.
Yeah.
Because he's exciting to watch,
But would you prefer him to stay at Liverpool, or maybe, who knows, maybe come to Man U?
No, you know what?
No.
Pete, if I ask a question, who would you prefer to watch, Haaland or Salah? Is the same as Ronaldo or Messi?
No, you're asking me to be that fair. You're asking me to be that fair person again now and take my Man City.
Yeah. Okay, who you prefer to watch? It's same thing, Dave. Same thing as Ronaldo, Messi. Who would prefer to watch? You have one game to watch. You have to go and watch Ronaldo, or you have to go and watch Messi. You have to go and watch Salah. You have to go and watch Haaland.
I've seen Ronaldo plenty of times. I've never seen Messi, so I'll go and see Messi for a change.
Oh, for a change.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Saubrey's got a very different opinion about Ronaldo versus Messi.
I'm a Messi man.
Are you a Messi man?
I'm a Messi man,
yeah.
All the way.
When Ronaldo came to United,
because
the last time Pep almost there was talks in the newspaper, and then when he came to United, I think we was all so happy.
Who, Pep?
It just didn't work out. Oh, I was so disappointed when he left.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
When Ronaldo left?
Yeah.
Oh,
he was only
okay.
there a short time. It was the manager Ten Hag.
Yeah.
He couldn't hit it off with Ten Hag.
But what's your take about the spread that he's creating unnecessarily? Going on doing interviews to say I'm a complete player and all those things. And I saw so many players came and hammering him to say, stop this obsession with Messi. Have you seen that bit? He has been doing a lot of interviews. He has been lot of interviews, Ronaldo, claiming that he's the best and all that and so on. Oh, everybody came on him. Even David Beckham. Even David Beckham.
In English, we say self-praise is no recommendation.
Yeah, no? I think so.
Yeah.
even
But Messi's very humble. That I can tell you, and we know that. So.
Yeah.
But I've watched Ronaldo's latest documentary on Netflix before Christmas, and the good thing he's doing great there. He's got that team top of the league. I think I might be wrong.
No, he is.
And he's getting involved in training the young kids, and you can't fault him.
But he hasn't won a title. He hasn't won a title.
Not yet. Not yet.
Let me tell you. Ever since Messi, remember they were saying Messi is nothing without Barcelona. But ever since he left Barcelona, what did he do? He won the World Cup. He won the Copa America. He won the Ballon d'Or. He has been winning.
He quietly does it.
Yeah. Do you understand?
He's humble.
And Ronaldo has not been winning anything.
Yeah.
To this point. All right.
Yeah, so in the Euros, Ronaldo he had a poor.
He has always been poor at the Euro.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the manager still he doesn't want to take him off because then he starts to sulk, if that's the right word.
Yeah.
So he plays him every game and then they don't qualify. So yeah.
Okay, so what's that one game? Am I going to go watch?
Yeah.
I'd like to see Liverpool Man City on the 23rd of this month, and then we'll see Mo Salah and Ireland. And then maybe we can have that conversation again.
At that point.
It's very difficult in my heart here to separate.
But if you ask me, I would watch Salah. I like Haaland. But Haaland is like Ronaldo, is sitting the 18 area. He does go to the midfield to collect the ball and then come back. But Mo Salah is more to that.
I think Mo Salah is a more all-round player than Haaland is. But you know what in my mind was, if you could just swap them for one game, and you put Haaland in a Liverpool shirt and you put Salah in a City shirt,
you'll score many goals.
Haaland because he would be fed.
Yeah.
And City don't have that direct football game that Liverpool have. They have this mess around the box. I know it's all possession wise, we win every game, but we don't score enough, and that puts us under pressure.
Your next game? What's your prediction about your next game?
Are we talking FA Cup or are we talking Premier League?
Whichever way. Which is your next game?
Well, we'll be at home now to Plymouth Argyle in the FA Cup, and I think we'll beat them.
Okay.
Because we're not going to make the same mistake I think that Liverpool made, and not have backup on the bench. So if you've watched the Man City game against Leyton Orient, we were up against it there. We didn't have an easy game there. That team played really well.
It's a very difficult game.
In a way, lucky to go through. But he brought De Bruyne on, and De Bruyne was the difference. De Bruyne and Foden was the difference. And we managed to just scrape through on that 2-1 thing. Here's another thing, Saubrey. What do you think about, the VAR was not included there in the FA Cup thus far. I think it is from the 5th round on, if I remember right.
Yeah. Next round, it's there. Yeah.
It's there. Well, they say it's too expensive. Maybe that was the reason. And
but if you watch those games, if you watch those FA Cup games that we did, because we didn't watch them all 90 minutes, but you look at catch-up, some of the refereeing decisions were bad.
Well, United, there was 4 offside.
For their winning goal.
Second goal, that was offside.
But no VAR could confirm that one because they weren't in action.
The good news, we are going to have it here at home as from April, according to the minister. So VAR is coming. Dave, your next game, your league game. You're out of FA.
We'll have a look now.
I know Fulham's in the FA Cup. They should win that.
Let me look for you,
league,
Dave.
I'm not sure.
I'm going to look for you now.
Are you still in the FA Cup, Dave?
Yeah, we play Liverpool. Yeah,
Okay.
Fulham.
We play Fulham
at United. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's Liverpool who's out. It's not you. Okay.
Yeah, Liverpool's out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, we celebrated on Sunday evening.
Okay.
like they won the cup.
Yeah, common enemies. You know, it's like Sundowns. When Sundowns beat Pirates, Chiefs fans were the most happiest than the rest.
Okay, we both got very tough games. Man United have got Tottenham away.
Tough game.
And City have got Newcastle at home.
Ooh, that's a good one. What time?
So we got Newcastle, we got Real Madrid, we got Liverpool, and I can't remember what the next is, but there's about 4 or 5 fixtures. We'll have a return match with Real Madrid, and there's another tough game. I think it's Chelsea.
Yeah,
I'm not 100%
it's
sure.
that time of the year now when you get all the congestion.
That's a make or break next five games.
All trophies. This is when, because they don't train in between matches now.
Yeah, sure.
It's just from FA Cup, League, Champions League.
That's a whole new conversation, by the way, that Tottenham Hotspur and the way that they're playing at the moment.
Yeah, okay.
I saw this morning. I think the Tottenham manager's in trouble now.
As that?
I think they've opened
is in trouble because
the FA Cup. Now
they're out now.
Yeah, all the cups they're out of. So,
and the way down in the league, if you look where they are in the league, there's a potential if they don't pull their socks up to go even further down and be very close to that relegation zone.
So, it would be nice for Tottenham because they've been, the candidate for relegation. In those olden days, they cannot afford that. They must stay in the league. No. Guys, the time is against me. Thank you so much, Pete.
Okay, great.
Farewell. And then
Dave will be here on Saturday.
On Saturday, good.
Dave will be with us on Saturday.
All right.
So
you won't be in there. You won't be
we
in.
Both will.
Okay, no, that's fine. I'll see you on Saturday. I'll see you on Saturday.
All right.
Thank you so much, guys.
Cheers,
I know it's your time.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
5 years.
Okay.
Bye, Saubrey.
Bye-bye.
Bye.